And we're off a low line drive kick. And it is not picked up. This is a live ball, remember. And dumped inside the 10. Already a mistake for the Murray State special team.
Protecting Jaden Stinson.
Here's the first play of the game. It is to Jones on the right side for a gain of about 2.
Gained for about 67 yards.
And Maui with the handoff. And great push by that Southeastern front. I don't think he got there.
Take a look at Southeastern starting lineup.
And Carlos Washington up the middle in the first play of the game. A huge hole to run through, and he's out to the 48 of Southeastern. Has done a fine job on the ground for the Lions.
Looking back at this play by Carlos Washington, you see the O-line. Those are your leaders up front is going to be critical in developing holes for the Southeastern Lions, as you see Cephas Johnson getting a very good gain on second down, picking up a first down. These guys average about 300 pounds on that O-line.
And now Johnson looks for Larvadain, deep catches it in stride, touchdown Southeastern.
Just a simple
kicking duties as of late. Bangs the extra point through. 7-0 Southeastern. Welcome back to Hammond America as you see Southeastern capping their scoring drive with Gage Larvadain. Now empty set on 2nd and 10. The lefty Stinson back to throw. And looked like he had time, but then the pocket collapsed. And that is a big sack from number 94 for the Lions, Caleb Proctor, the true freshman from Oak Grove, Louisiana.
Quarterback to get rid of the football is maybe a 2nd and a half, but you see here, you see the pressure coming for South here
for the Racers. And now Johnson back to throws, got his tight end Dubrowski, who fights for the first down. I don't think he got there, but I wouldn't be shocked if the offense stays on the field for the Lions. This young man, we talked to him earlier in the week, just kind of speaking about Murray State, their tough start, but you know, at the end of last year in short yardage, didn't pick it up. He actually handed it off when Murray State had the punt earlier. And Stinson over the middle, had a man, but pretty good coverage by Jack Henderson.
For almost 1,000 yards, but has struggled with injuries so far this year.
And now Stinson, ball is tipped. Oh, almost caught, but Jack Henderson lays the wood, and that is incomplete.
Line him up off the edge, send him on a blitz. As you see here, you know, it's a little bit of a tip football. It was intended for
the second quarter of action, as will be kicked off here, or should I say punted off by Austin Dunlap and fumbled by Gomes, the return man, their own 20. Tough to get the offense going with that sort of field position, and Southeastern's defense all over the sweep to Witherspoon, and that'll be a loss as he's thrown back inside the 10.
Caleb Proctor again. We've green jerseys on one man is a lot better than just one.
And now again, Witherspoon trying to spin out in the same story. He is tackled by Maines in the game at quarterback for Southeastern. Little play action, and he's looking deep. And I mean deep, and I mean Anthony Spurlock with the catch inside the 25.
Safety alone. Eli Sawyer made a good read. A little play action on the play. And Spurlock is just wide open. And
Sawyer now empty set. 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He finds Larvadain, a tunnel screen. What a move by Gage. And he gets close to the first down marker again. Last week who watched the game, C.J. Turner had that exact same play call that Larvadain just did, a tunnel screen on the same side of the field. Cephas Johnson makes a move, finds pay dirt, and the Lions go up 2 scores.
Touchdown. Great blocking there by your offensive line, especially by number 54, Brakeem Wicks, getting a big-time down block for Murray.
Southeastern adds on the extra point.
You can watch Cephas Johnson right here. You see number 24, it looked like that was, no.
One twin duo currently on the team is defensive back Gerard McCray and wide receiver Jared McCray. Another brother combo on the field, more specifically on the offensive line.
Recruits there.
And now Stinson down the deep sideline looking for a back shoulder route, well covered by All-American corner for Lando Jordan.
Lions.
And now here's Stinson looking for his man, and that's looked underthrown. Intended receiver Michael Smith Jr.
Murray State going a little hurry up.
Go and hurry up. Southeastern may have got away. Brandon Barbe wasn't completely off the field yet, but the referees did not notice. Again.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 27, defense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic, first down.
You know, as a defensive player, it's really hard to just control your body and prevent yourself from hitting a quarterback like that. College football nowadays with trick plays.
Stinson looking deep for the end zone. One-on-one coverage, incomplete. I believe that's for Lando Jordan by the linebacker, and we'll run a draw on third down. Carlos Washington bursting into the secondary. A huge gain for Southeastern.
Defense.
Man, we've seen Southeastern pop some draws, especially in the UIW game, and now Cephas Johnson has got some room to run on the edge. Nearly picks up the first down and was a gain of 8. So 2nd and 2 with 1:39 left in the first half. Murray State just got back in the game, but a score here would be big. Southeastern, Ivan Dubrovsky kind of killed their momentum they had. And now Johnson, a quarterback run off the left side. And he's still going. Looks like he picks up the first down.
Go for it if you're Frank Selfo here. You look at the delayed handoff there for Carlos Washington on the play. You know, gets greater. Don't be surprised if he does.
Yeah, and ranked 6th overall amongst active members in receiving yards. Carlos Washington up the middle, the big back.
Limited what the Racers have done.
And now here's Terrell Carter on the wide receiver reverse, gets a block, and it's going to come back for holding, even though he gets inside the 10.
For Southeastern.
Holding, number 9, offense, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, second down.
Brett on the play.
Yeah, he just needed to screen him off there, but another costly penalty for the Lions. And Johnson took a shot, but finds Maurice Massey. Has done a great job. Has Dean Hood, and Johnson now rolling out. It's got a man, Terrell Carter, short of the first down, but
35-yard field goal.
And the kick is up and good. Splitting the uprights is Riley Callahan.
Thanks, Chase. Coach, into the first half, Lions had the lead up by 10. How do you feel about how your team has performed so far?
Not well at all. We're very undisciplined right now. We got to do a better job. We got penalties that hurt us the whole time, and we just got to do a better job. We should be scores should be out of control right now.
Going back into the locker room, what specific adjustments are you looking to make for a successful and stronger second half?
No adjustments. They just got to do what they're supposed to be doing and not doing what they want to do.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, did a great job run blocking, getting down the field. A slant pattern broken up. Great play right there by Jack Henderson. Punting unit comes onto the field for Murray State.
Big stop there for Southeastern on the play. You just look at that. Great coverage been so far this drive as well.
And Southeastern likes to run the football. Yes, they have explosive passing plays, but they use the running game to set those up. Darius Mays, talking about him a lot, but certainly has shown out. And that's C.J. Turner, a bit of a high throw from Sawyer, but Turner using those big hands. Quarterback sneak, by the way, he's under center. And it's not a little trick pass to Carlos Washington, and he tight ropes the sideline.
From you high.
And another low snap by Sarah Peglia. Sawyer's got a man, however. Larvadane putting on the moves, and he's still going, fighting in. Every time he gets the football, he's just wide open.
He's a guy that was the freshman of the year last year, using his speed. It's a little slant route.
Cannot run the football right now, and all credit to Murray State.
Watch Gage Larvadane coming in. It looks like a deep slant route. Puts a couple moves on. A really struggle of a game so far.
And here's Callahan. And that is true. And through.
Preventing him from getting any more yards.
Here's Witherspoon. Jack Henderson met him in the hole. He did spin off, but he's joined by multiple tacklers for Southeastern.
This offensive line is playing. I expected delayed handoff.
And a fumbled snap. And that's costly as he is dropped. Stinson couldn't handle the snap, and Southeastern with a huge sack. That
was actually Josh Randall on the sack, his second of the night. He's had a great game so far. A little bit of a bobble snap, and Randall comes in on a little
signal caller for Southeastern under center. And fake toss sweep, a little reverse, like the play call, some room off the edge. Chains for the Lions, a nice drive starter.
We've seen this play called a little bit today, but this time it's Darius Henry, who JMU eventually lost to a team that went to the national title that same year. As you see, Larvadain off the reverse gets a nice first down for Southeastern to move.
Longest play from scrimmage Southeastern has given up all season. And Coach D'Ottavio, the DC, cannot be happy. So we see here, it was 58 and, kind of coming up from the home crowd. And Eli Sawyer hands it off a big hole up the middle to Jesse Britt for a gain of 9.
All types of weird gassers and stuff.
And now here's the quarterback. Sawyer finds his man, Gage Larvadain, in the middle of that defense. And watch out, he's down to the 30-yard line.
He might be over 100 yards right now coming off of.
And what a play for the Lions to end the third quarter of action. Larvadain beats his man. Nice job. Cephas Johnson finds a crease and bursts through the hole to pick up a first down for the Lions.
I expect some pressure here for Murray State.
Play action, and Terrell Carter over the middle, touchdown Southeastern. A big body play.
Sideline, they are all hyped up as the extra point is up and good. That's it. Watching this play right here, you see Sawyer looking for Carter on the, looks like a little slant route. Carter with an aggressive catch near the goal line, gets into the end zone for a huge Southeastern touchdown to cut it.
Back, and he beat him 1-on-1. Here's the lefty. Oh, what a hit. Jack Henderson lays the boom again. And we have a man down, incomplete, but that cutback was beautiful. Picked up a block from the backup tight end, Cole McDowell, who's on the field after the starter, Jake Satoff, was lit up on the play by Jack Henderson. And now again, another dangerous sort of throw on the run. And now Stinson under pressure from Dante Daniels. Oh, almost had his man.
Jordan.
Now here's the fourth down. Stinson incomplete. Jack Henderson again making a big-time play on fourth down, getting that left hand in there to bat the ball away.
Making a key fourth down stop. Watch Jaden on the play. He makes a decent read. He thought he 42 left.
Yeah, Daquan Dallas coming into this one is one of the best playmakers for this offense. And Maurice Massey dragging tacklers with him on the slant route. A night
here. You know, you watch the last play. That's something that has really helped the Southeastern team is these quicks for the Lions. Expected delayed handoff.
And they don't. They drop back to throw. Plenty of time. A bullet to Terrell Carter in the middle of the defense. He signals for the first down. Field tackle, I will add, by Justice Johnson, the freshman DB from St. Louis, Missouri. As you take a look, finding the soft spot in the backfield. Sawyer fires over the middle, caught in stride by Kovacs, down inside the 10, and Southeastern threatening to blow this ball game open.
Loss for the Racers.
Here's Sawyer, the handoff to Britt, makes a cut, and he finds the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Big run, big drive for Southeastern. You go back to about 14 scores ago, and they were in this game with the ball about to score.
20-point margin, and he does right through the middle, or the uprights rather, 34-14.
When Darius Mays much this second half, they've really locked up on him today.
Stinson almost intercepted a dangerous throw as Fernando Jordan ran the route for the receiver. And
State here, I expect them to run a little hurry up. See Jaden Stinson on the play.
I would try to get Witherspoon the ball, maybe not on the run, but maybe a throw, and that's what they do, but picked off. The safety, Markel Linzer, puts a bow and ribbon on this ball game with a true freshman from New Iberia.
Watch Herman Kristoff coming off.
That was actually Garrett Crawford.
You see Herman Kristoff coming. He reads the play really well and jumps the route intended for DeMontel Witherspoon.
Kristoff. Getting 13 and 12, a bit confused, but here's the throw to the tight end. Makes a nice move. I think that's Bauer Sharp.
Game.
Here's the run now. Up the middle, Jesse Britt is brought down from behind. Looked like he was seeing the end zone to wear out this Murray State front three.
Southeastern finally getting their run game on a roll. They
just threw it up, didn't see Kristoff. Great play. Southeastern trying to put the icing on the cake. Jesse Britt bouncing around, makes a juke. What a touchdown. The senior showing you the elusiveness. Callahan, Southeastern has put a vice grip on this one. As you see, Jesse Britt bouncing off tacklers and then juking his way into the end zone.
The Panthers of Eastern Illinois.
And now Stinson rolls out. He fires deep down the field. He's got a man. Just underthrown to Quan Dallas. And that was Coriel Pierce, the sophomore from New Orleans, in coverage.
Well,
you see DeQuan Dallas just having to slow down a tad, and a nice PBU, though.
Here.
Stinson back to throw, fires for Dallas, well covered. Again on the coverage is Coriel Pierce.
Down into maybe 3 or 2 seconds and snap the football here.
And here's Jones, a little room off the edge. Jones inside the 10. He breaks one down to the 6.
You know, with the game in hand, you don't really see much. Good run there by Jones. Almost broke it.
This is in the backfield. And he'll get it again, and he does break free finally into the end zone. I think that was more about just getting the senior a touchdown. Southeastern is successful, and Jones was met at the line of scrimmage. Still had some work to do, but showing you the strength. The Lions will move to 3-2 on the season. The Racers fall to 0-5. As you see the coaches embrace at midfield with the handshake.
Thanks, Chase. Coach, the Lions lit up the scoreboard in the second half. Were you happy with their effort?
I was happy with the effort, but I thought we did some dumb things. I think the fourth quarter really told the tale. We played a whole lot better then than we did the first 3 quarters.
And then going into next week's conference game, what are some things that you're going to tell your players in the locker room?
Well, control the things you can control. We had too many penalties tonight, and those were all self-inflicted wounds. So we're going to win a game next week, even have a chance. We can't do any of that stuff, so we got to stay away from that.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Back to you, Chase.
And I'm Chase Gispert here alongside Lucas Hill. Lucas, the story of the game was really a sluggish start from Southeastern, but a strong finish for the Lions.
Yeah, Southeastern started off really rough through the first 3 quarters. Also, to allude to that, was 9 penalties for 86 yards here. Cephas Johnson started off the game looking like he was going to do good. He finished off the game with 8 carries for 64 yards. You know, Murray State stayed in this game for 3 quarters and really put pressure on Southeastern, but in the 4th quarter, it was all Lions going into this one. Eli Sawyer finishes with 234 yards and a touchdown. Gage Larvadane finished with 8 catches, 122 yards and a touchdown, and Terrell Carter came up big in the 4th quarter with the team that only averaged about 69 yards last week against Eastern Illinois. Had 74 yards alone by DeMontel Witherspoon, who's back from his injury he sustained a couple weeks ago, and really played an excellent game, but in the end, Southeastern comes away with a big 48-14 victory.
Yeah, as you see Jesse Britt having himself some nice game, and Teron Jones as well, bouncing off tacklers to put the